about Shimmy Shot, man.
Oh, it's written, woe to you that giveth our neighbors drink. You know. And what do you say? Look it upon our nakedness. Basically, Esau go and he like roofie the other countries. You know what I'm saying? Give them a fucking date rape drug. You know what I'm saying?
And a date rape drug.
And then he can do whatever he want to those other nations. You know.
Look at the so-called women who come up here from overseas, man. They lose their whole lady life. The whole part of them being a lady. They turn right into the whores like everybody else over here. Now they're not covering their heads. Now they're showing their whole bodies. All right, they get modernized quick, man. All right, go ahead. Yeah, let's go.
All right, this book of Revelations, chapter 18 and verse 3.
Sorry, verse 1.
It said, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
Right. And that's Yahweh Shah coming down. All right. So what? Bring judgment, man.
Right, bro.
Because remember, Yahweh Shah, he came as a lamb, but now he's coming as a lion. All right,
bro.
Because let's say in Matthew 10 and 24. Yeah. You might get that real quick. 34. Yep. 10 and 34.
Yeah, because people expecting this. You know, I was sitting there watching a show last night on YouTube, man. People, when God come back, so everybody's gonna be smiling and laughing.
Oh, Acts the first chapter.
And enjoy it. Everybody's not gonna be enjoying, man. All right, the only people gonna be enjoying the return of the Lord, man, is gonna be the elect, man. Everybody else gonna be in fear and death. All right, go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. It says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword.
Right,
Right. And then, you know, Yahweh Shah, which is the true name, which means he saves, he delivers, who the world calls Jesus Christ. All right. The Christian church is taught that he's going to come back and bring everybody together. All right. We're all going to be one big happy family. No, man. The Lord is coming back to bring death and destruction. He said, think not that I come to send peace, but what? A sword. All right. I mean, what? That's a killing instrument.
That's right, bro.
All right. And he's coming upon what? The sinners. Starting with what? His own people, man. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. He said, what? All the sinners of my people shall what? Die by the sword, man. All right? Because of what? They refuse to come back to Yahweh Shah and rehearse the righteous acts via his law, statute, and commandments. All right? So what? There's a penalty to that. Romans 6:23 talks about what? The wages of sin are what? Death. All right? So that's payment for death. Who got asked the first time around when they see Yahweh Shah go up?
Right. It's also sin is transgression of the law.
Yep.
All right. So since you guys can try to keep the law to the best of your ability, that's what the Lord's going to destroy you in that day, man. All right. It says he's coming to war. All right. War is never a peaceful time. All right. And the so-called church trying to be rainbows and lollipops. Everybody gonna sit and hold hands together, all races, and see you come like No, the Lord is coming to bring destruction, man. It says his fierce anger, bro. All right, so it was fierce anger. He pissed off, man.
Yeah.
All right. Think I'm pissed off the Lord? They say he should see the ones who bruise his side, bro. All right. So the Lord, hey, it ain't been that long for the Lord. It feel like it's been long for us, but it's really only been a short time for the Lord, man. All right. He's still ready, man. All right. Go ahead.
Acts 1 and verse 9.
I got some real quick. Revelations 6 and 1. This is a GNT. Then I saw the Lamb break open the first of the 7 seals, and I heard one of the 4 living creatures say in a voice that sounded like thunder, come. And I looked, and there was a white horse, and its rider held a bow, and it was giving him a crown, and he rode out as to conquer, you know?
It's Yahweh Shah, man. All right, coming back. What, because he's the King of Kings, Lords of Lords, man? All right, and then guess what?
Yep.
He's coming to take down all these nations.
Yeah, but when you conquer somebody, it's not a pretty sight.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, you see it if you watch them type of movies, man. When they siege those cities, it's not a good time, man.
Yeah.
When the Lord come to siege this city, these cities, man, all right, most of it's gonna be priority death, man.
I got another one. I'm gonna jump to 19 and 11. Then I saw So it says, then I saw heaven open, and there was a white horse. It's a rider. It's called Faithful and True. And it was with justice that he judged and fights his battles. His eyes were like a flame of fire. He wore many crowns on his head, and his name written on him. But no one except himself knew what it is. The robe he wore was covered with blood.
And that is how Shai getting ready to come down and shed major blood, man. Not that his garment's gonna be, but it's gonna show you. It's giving you an example of how much blood is gonna be shed. Just like it also talks about what the blood up to the horse's
Yeah,
bridle.
the horse's bridle. I was actually at that one, but I went to those. You know, it says his name is the word of Yahweh. The armies of heaven follow him.
Titles,
Yeah,
right. These are titles.
All right, it's not his name,
Not his
right?
name, you know.
The armies of heaven follow him, riding on a white horse, dressed in clean white linen. And out of his mouth came a sharp sword, with which he will defeat the nations. He will rule over them.
Right, that sharp sword, but his word, man.
Yeah.
All right, just like they said, Yahweh Shemashah set up what? The prophets around the world, man. And here it is, we're taking down and destroying the strongholds of this world just via his word, man. Which is sharper than any two-edged sword.
But also what? Those laser beams.
Yeah.
The laser beams that come out the chariots, you know? That concentrated fire. You know? It says he will rule over them with a rod of iron. He will trample out the wine in his winepress of the furious anger of the Almighty. And on his robe and on his thigh was written the name King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
He's coming to destroy. He's bringing a sword. He ain't coming to bring peace, man. All right? The time, and that time is coming, man. Reach up quickly. All right? Because look, we ain't going to be out here preaching and teaching forever. The doors of mercy is closed, man. It's getting to the point where you barely see the crack open in the door, man.
Yep.
All right, and you see it by what? The prophecies. That's how we know. That's our measuring stick. All right? That's how we know we're at the end of the end, man.
You know, Ezra's measure the time diligently in itself, you know? He said, when thou see us part of the ties,
Just part,
you know?
we're seeing part of it. So, hey, that's why if you're of the hopeful elect, you know, if you're truly in this, man, you're excited now, man. Here it is. We're seeing the scriptures come to life right before our eyes, man.
That's right.
You know? Now these people can't mock and scoff like they used to, man. Mm-hmm. All that shit's been done.
No. We get to mock them.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Yeah, that's why the Revelation first happened. The Lord said, I shall laugh at your calamity.
Yeah. It is written. Woe to you that laugh, or what ye shall what mourn later, right? Then it speaks about how his prophets is going to eat and drink, you know, and everybody else is going to be dismayed, you know.
So the Lord, when people revert back from things they said, man. Now people down back on what they said about the so-called potato.
So basically, what goes around comes around,
right,
you know,
bro.
because we was made to laugh and stock, but now, hey, we gonna get to laugh at them, you know.
Right.
When they try to seek the Lord, call on the Lord, we're gonna be like, see, I told you niggas, you see.
Now it's too late.
Now the Lord is bringing evil upon you. But go ahead, you brothers bring.
Yeah,
We got the precepts.
Come that time. Yeah, go ahead. The precepts.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 21, and it reads, For behold, Yahweh Shem Yahushai cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity.
Say for their iniquity, for their sin. All right. So this ain't though the laws are done away with. Just do as thou will. Just do whatever you want to do. And all you gotta say is I love Jesus. No, that ain't gonna work, man. All right. See, that's a stronghold that's cast upon our people, man.
Yeah, there's a Christian doctrine.
Exactly. That's not of Yahweh Shem.
Hey, we was living out there. What's that? In Gary, right? Used to have this church called Fair Haven. And they'll roll up on you. If you say this prayer with me, Lord, come into my heart, such and such, and the Lord will forgive you, and guess what? You'll make it to heaven. Like, no, bro.
No.
It don't go like that, man. It was just the dumbest shit. You know? Especially if you a wicked, sinful mother effer, man. You know? It don't go like that. You don't just get salvation like that, you know?
You actually got to put in effort.
It is written, it said the Lord hateth sinners, right? So now you're going to save them and love them? Transgression of the law is sin, right?
But the Christian church will tell you, the Lord, he hates the sin and not the sinner. Well, the scriptures say opposite, you know?
For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain.
Yeah, and no more cover her slain. Because what? See, Yahweh Shemashah is coming back to rain vengeance, man. Because see, people forget that. Hey, the Lord destroyed everybody with water, man.
Right.
Except for 8 souls.
Right.
But they don't believe it happened.
See,
you know, that's why when one of y'all holding the book of Peter.
Yeah,
you know,
2 Peter 3rd chapter.
You want to go back to that?
Got a piece of it.
You know what that?
that's why the scriptures say, "Let not the incredulity of them trouble you." You know,
Yep, they don't believe.
because these people don't believe, man. And it's okay, you know, that's the balance of the Lord. All right, you got the 7,000 that will not bow down to Baal, and then you got the ones that's ready to bow down to Baal. You know, that's ready to bend the knee. All right. It says, the time's going to come that the true worshipers shall come. You know.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, and start at 23. It says, "Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you." All right? Because I have called and ye have refused, I have stretched out my hand.
The Lord ain't hiding nothing, man.
Yeah.
All right, he's making the known his word, all right? And you're senior teachers. You're not, this word ain't hitting. It ain't going to be a surprise when all hell breaks loose. Yahweh Shemashah put it right here in the prophecies, and he set up men to preach this gospel throughout the 4 corners of the earth, man. All right, because remember, and that's a prerequisite to the end, right? Is that this gospel shall be preached in all the world, and then the end shall come.
That's right, bro.
Right? And that doesn't mean we're hopping on jets flying all around the goddamn world, man. No, the internet's doing the heavy pushing.
It's all to the spirit.
Yeah.
It says, because I have called and you have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Yeah, see, the Lord set up the men. All right, here it is. We're telling the children of Israel. All right, and obviously we're fishing for the elect, because they're the only ones that are going to truly turn anyways and repent. Right? We're saying what? Repent ye and come back, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. But what? Our people don't want to hear that. Preach that. All right, and then the nations, they don't stand a chance. That they're meant to be in slavery under us, man. All right, they were only created to serve us.
Uh-huh.
Right? This world was actually just created for us, the Israelites.
Right. It says it. The word was made for our sakes.
Yep, 2 Ezra 6 chapter. Right.
Got a few more. But ye have said at not all my counsel and would none of my reproof. I will also lie.
So you refused it. All right, here it is. We're here week in and week out. You see the videos across the internet. So it's ample time to get this truth right and repent and come back and start rehearsing the righteous acts, right? But,
It says, I will also laugh on your calamity. At your calamity, I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction comes as a whirlwind.
see, that's
When
what
you stress up.
Yep, no, that's when we're going to be laughing at you. All right, and the Lord going to put that spirit on us, man. The Lord going to be laughing through us to y'all people, man. Like I said, y'all had the time. Y'all had y'all time to laugh and mock and scoff, man. But it says what? Laugh now, what in the world? Laugh now, cry later. All right. Well, guess what? We're going to be rejoicing. Because, like with Isaiah 65 said, our servant shall eat. If anybody wants to hold that on there.
Yeah.
The more it says, and anguish cometh upon you. This is the part that I want to go to back to Israel. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. All right. So hey, now hell breaking loose in your life. All right. Now the doors of mercy are shut. Now the Lord ain't even hearing your ass. Yep. All right, because time and chance happened to you already, man. Now the Lord, the doors of mercy just shut on you, man, because you played around with the Lord.
What it says, in affliction, they shall seek me early. So in affliction, in a time of affliction, you know, they're gonna seek the Lord early, man. You know, that's when they going, you know, they going in the time of trouble, they gonna want to pray, you know, turn to the Lord. You know, when they being afflicted, when there's no food, you know, when there's a water shortage, you know, when people are being killed, you know, carted off the concentration camps, you know, when they get rid of this old money system, and they tell people, look, paper money or you know, your money is no good anymore, you know. But look, this is what we got, you know. like it says, they shall curse their king. You know, but they ain't just gonna curse that king. They don't curse the Heavenly Father too. You know, because things are not gonna fucking go their way. And right now things are not going their way. You know, that's all you see is a bunch of videos. You go on the internet, you see a bunch of videos of people complaining about how hard it is. But guess what? It's gonna get fucking harder.
That's right.
You ain't seen shit. You ain't seen shit yet, man. You know.
Especially, the beautiful part about it is Esau has doing most of the complaining. Man.
Yeah. And niggas.
Yeah.
Or the nigga woman.
Yeah, that was the nigga woman.
Nigga woman, bro.
Yeah. Because hey, remember you didn't need a man. All right, you keep that same energy. All right, when you eat that dandelion from the front of the yard.
They don't eat it.
They
too dumb. They don't eat it.
And like the elder said earlier, hey, that's that wine. If you got drunk off that wine, of American Babylon the Great, man, which is the land of confusion. All right, and now you go have to, once you start to sober up, it's gonna be too late.
Yes, sir.
Start at 11. Yep. It says Isaiah chapter 65, verse 11, and it reads, "But ye are they that forsake."
Go, boy, that's fine. Go.
Isaiah chapter 65, verse 10. "And Sharon shall be a fold of flocks, and the valley of Achor a place for the herds to lie down in, for my people that have sought me. But ye are they that forsake Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth."
Right, you forget about the law, statutes, commandments. You forget about the law, statutes, commandments that we're supposed to be following, man. You forget about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the true name, all right? And it said what?
What is it? It says, my people have not known me. Yeah. All right, so they mad as far from me.
Or just the benefits of the Heavenly Father. You know, just having certain things in life. You know. Like it says in the book of Sirach, it says the mercy of the Lord is upon all flesh. You know, so just the breath that you breathe, right? They don't forgot about the Lord, and that's why he gonna send destruction upon these niggas, man. You know, upon this society. Period. That's why the Lord is gonna destroy them. You know, because these people they don't acknowledge the Lord at all. You know, and that's why they quick to cry to the government or crying about the government. You know. Because why? They don't know the Lord. You know, they don't believe in the Lord. You know.
It says, "But ye are they that forsake Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number."
Right, because Jake still be sacrificing the idols through what? Thanksgiving and Christmas, doing all
Easter.
this. Easter just got done with that. You know, all that madness, man. When the truth is here, and what we're supposed to be doing is contained in the scriptures, right? We got high holy days, all right, not holidays.
Yeah.
This is verse 12. "Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall bow down to the slaughter."
Right, you're gonna bow down to the slaughter of what? For disobedience, man.
That's right, bro.
All right, and that's why scripture says, "Look, rebellion is the sin of witchcraft." We know what it says about a witch. It's a sin to suffer, not a wish to live. All right, so what's that? The wages of sin, once again, is death, man.
All right. Get it. Was you done with that?
No.
Okay.
Okay. It says, "Because when I called, ye did not answer, and when I spake, ye did not hear."
Yeah, and the Lord is calling through the man of the Lord, man. All right, that's how you gonna hear about Shema Shai, man. Through his men who teach him the truth. All right, and not a fable, man.
The
All
truth.
right? The truth, bro. Yeah, because they simple, they fall into fables, man. But the men of the Lord, man, that don't be moved by none of these things. It's
Yeah.
the truth out here, man. Right?
It says, "But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not."
Yeah, you want to do what you wanted to do, man. All right, that's the whole MO of these so-called people out here, man. Do what I want to do. God don't see me, man. I ain't no God. You know?
And see, and that's after hearing the reproof too, because look, here it is that Jake is hearing the reproof, like, hey, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't be eating, shouldn't have pork lops, shouldn't be committing adultery on your wife, shouldn't be following after these other guys, right? So they hear all this, and then what? They double down on the wickedness. So that's why they got to be destroyed.
Yeah, it's how people shall surpass the heathen, man.
Yeah.
All right, and our people have, man.
No, you're to surpass the deeds of the wicked.
Yeah,
Is it written in Jeremiah?
Come on, bro.
No, it's cool. It's the same thing though. know?
Our people, we outshining the rest of the world, man. Yeah. All right, so the Lord is upset, man. All right, go ahead.
Here's the point, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh our power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Yeah, the Lord is going to make sure we straight, man. That's right. All right, and everybody else going to be eating hungry, man. All right, we're going to be sitting back full, man. And the Lord can do anything, man. Look what he did, man. He rained manna. Yeah. You know, from the heavens, bro. Hey, we going to be cool, bro. Yeah. All right, the rest of y'all going to be out here starving and killing each other, man. Eating each other, man. Yeah. All right? And this thing is heating up every day. It's not a game, man. Out here, man. People think we out here as a play thing, bro. All right, the Lord always sent this man before the destruction of the kingdom, bro. All right? And this place is going down day by day. Go ahead,
It says, behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Yeah, you're going to be ashamed, man. All right? So, the doors of mercy are still open right now, man. All right? I believe the elected system. But still, man. All right? Hey, the Lord ain't took us off the street, so we supposed to still be dealing, man. All right? So somebody got to hear this because the Lord ain't took us out of here yet, man. So the Lord still got us out here for a reason, man. You know? All right? Go ahead.
Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for the vexation of spirit.
Yep. I got a couple. I'm gonna give it right to you, brothers. You two brothers over there. All right, and somebody been posting some precepts. But Second Ezra's, which is the GNT. This is what I'm reading out of today. The GNT. Second Ezra's 1 and 8. Ezra, tear your hair in grief, and call down on these people all the disaster they deserve. That's what we doing, man. We calling down all the disaster these people deserve, man. Now, a brother posted, Salakia, brother posted some scriptures. What the hell? What is that doing? A brother posted some script. He said, what the hell? Cancel that, bro. Psalm 68 and 19. Blessed be the Lord who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the power of our salvation. He posted Proverbs 8 and 36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul, and all they that love me hate death. And I think that's the brother up there in Gary. The brother. Yeah, Yaquab. Yeah, the brother Yaquab. Yep. It says, how did you know? You didn't look at the screen. Damn, that's a spirit. That's a spirit, man. God damn, well, no way you is your fellow Issacharite brother, though. That's a spirit, damn. Psalms 28 and 4, it says, give them according to their deeds, according to their wickedness of their endeavors, and give them after the work of their hands. Render to them their own desert. All right, and that was Psalms 28 and 4. All right, yeah.
You're gonna reap what you sow. Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you, man. I woke up the other night, man. I had to prove the Lord was just shooting these young niggas out of there, man.
No, I gotta read a little bit more of this because right. This is verse 9. He says, tear your hair in grief, call down on these people all the disaster they deserve. They are rebellious and refuse to obey the law. How much longer can I tolerate these people for whom I have done so much?
Because if Jake actually go into the Old Testament, man, and see how much the Lord delivered us, all right, how much the Lord actually did for us as a people, bro. He has the right to be pissed off, bro. I mean, no, bro. Like,
no, bro. That's what that chapter is about in the book of Ezra, bro. He running down, how he delivered us out of Egypt, man. Out of captivity, and he gave us, the quail and all those different things, man.
We still turned our back on him, man. So hey, he coming with that anger.
Yeah. He just cussing Israel out in that chapter, man. Then he told him, what? You have not forsaken me, but what? You have forsaken your own selves.
And see, just like the prophets of old, we're doing it today, man. We bring it back to remembrance. Like, hey, remember, Yahweh Shemashah brought us out of Egypt.
Yeah.
All right, he delivers us out of this situation, that situation. Here's our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Look how they made it to this, and how the children of Israel.
See, but the Lord blinded them
Yep.
this time around. They don't even know they're Israelites. But it's written, my people do not consider. You know? So Jake, they don't actually consider that they actual Israelite. They look at us like we some kind of cult or some bugged out niggas on the corner. But yeah, man, I know you brothers over there holding. Go ahead, get what y'all got, man.
This is just a this is the book of Acts. This is the book of Acts, chapter 28 and verse 27. It says, "For the heart of this people is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing. And their eyes have they closed, lest they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them." Yeah, that's right, man. So, ultimately, man, majority of our people, they can't receive what the men in Yahweh are doing, throughout the four corners of the earth, going out there on the highways and hedges, putting up these video because they can't understand it, because ultimately the Lord didn't reveal. The Lord doesn't want the majority of Jake to understand and get this truth.
And really, that's a good thing because the more people that don't get it, the more that it boosts our percentage of making it.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's good that we don't see these niggas waking up. So whoever the elect is, they gonna be woke. And like it says, the rest is blinded.
Yeah, because the Lord say he blinded the rest, man. Because I got these the same niggas, man. These the same niggas who was complaining. When the Lord was showing them miracles. These the same dudes, bro. So they're not gonna get it. Lord don't want them to get it. He say he blinded it. He blinded them.
Yeah, the reason that they be get mad at Jake because what the zeal,
Yeah.
the Lord gave you. We got that fiery zeal for Yahweh by Shema Shai. So it's a natural trait for us to actually be mad at Jake, man. Be pissed off, like what the fuck is wrong with you niggas, man? Why you niggas so wicked, man?
And we know.
Yeah, we know. But we know, but it's the zeal that's in us, man. It's that fear of the Most High, man. Is that hatred we have for that unappreciation of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, man. We fucking despise that shit.
I'll just bring that back to it went down sweet and it came back up bitter.
Yeah.
Because now you pissed off at these niggas, man.
Precept.
Yeah. But go ahead, man. Give what you got, brother.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 11, starting at verse 15. It said, "He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows and saying, We have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented." All right, that's the spirit of these people, man. All right, you got the prophets on the highways and byways, week in, week out, man. All right, doing video epistles, man, piping unto you in the scriptures, man. But guess what? Hey, these people, they turn their ears to the laws of the Lord, man. They turn their nose up at the prophets, man. All right, and it's gotten worse in recent years, man. Because I remember growing up, some people had some type of kuth, man. All right, some type of spirituality, but guess what? That's gone now, man. All right, these people have no sense of spirituality, man. All right, they don't want nothing to do with the Lord, man.
Satan got him.
Yeah.
Satan got him, man. Satan got him out of balls, man.
Yeah. That's why, and then the thing is, the Lord is not even asking something that's hard to do, man. All right, the scriptures say the commandments are not grievous, man. But these people are so far gone, man, that they can't even do the simple things, man.
Devil. Let me record.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a cursing to him.
Yeah.
The Lord might just have a brick fall out that building on top of a goddamn head.
See, these people don't even know, man. What's the Lord say? It says, touch not my anointing, do my prophets no harm. And every idle word is gonna have to be answered for. All right. So these little smith that y'all do, hey, the Lord gonna bring them back to your remembrance as well. All right, go ahead, bro.
See, but the Lord, He's gonna kill a whole household.
And then whatever social media you might be posting to, hey, thanks for pushing the gospel.
But But you know, scripture is what you do against the truth before the truth.
That's right.
All right, so we don't know who's gonna get it. It's all through the spirit. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, fuck these people. They ain't gonna get the truth, bro. Go ahead.
Just back you up, Elder, on getting on Jake. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, beginning at verse 6, and it reads, "But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things." Okay? Just because you don't like the way it sounds, you know, that don't mean that it's not the truth.
Yeah.
Okay? We telling you the truth. You know, the scripture tells us to cry aloud, spare not. You know, in layman's terms, fuck your feelings.
Yeah. Why don't you record Donald Trump, right?
Yeah.
Burning down Rome,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Why don't you record that? Your society falling, right? Record that shit on your iPhone.
Yeah. But he's only been in there 4 months. Give him a chance, you know. That's their hope. That's their last hope. But
I'm like, get a nigga a chance, man. Shit. Stocks falling and shit. Get a nigga a chance.
Stop arguing the worst.
401k looking crazy. Get a nigga a chance.
pretty soon we're gonna see them jumping out these high rises, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they walking through here now, smiling and grinning, able to get a steak dinner. Pretty soon they're gonna be killing themselves. Because they can't take it. Like they can't take the judgment we've been through from the Lord, man. All right, go ahead, dog.
2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 7 says, "Have I committed an offense and abasing myself that ye might be exalted? Because I have preached to you the gospel of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai freely." So yeah, you know, just because, you know, I may seem lowly, you know, I'm doing this for you. Yeah. You know, this is for you to help you get right. And you worried about how it said versus what's said. All right. It says, and we preach the gospel to you freely. We're not passing out a collection plate. Okay. We're not selling you precepts.
See,
You're not paying for Hebrew names.
really, you know, it's supposed to be, but the Lord made it this time. All Israel is not gonna come out of Egypt.
Right.
You know what it say? Zechariah 13 and 9.
Yep.
Right, and also Amos, what's that? All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. So the Lord made it that a lot of our people are not going to make it out of Babylon, man. You know, 2/3 of them, man, they're going to be destroyed over here, man. You know, like Peter, and the work with the works therein.
Yeah, that's right.
As the book of Peter says, you know, they're gonna be there because they love Babylon, man. They love this place.
They say they might take us back.
Yeah.
Take good food. What they call us good food.
Yeah, the melons and the fish and you know. So the Lord heard that. Well, He gave them fucking quail, right? They say the water was bitter. Guess what? He made the water sweet for them. You see? So these niggas, man, they the same niggas that was complaining when we was coming out of Egypt, bro, murmuring and shit. You know?
Can you imagine all Israel getting beamed up in the chair, staying on the chair and complain like, man, why you bring us way up here, man?
Ungrateful, bro.
Take it to church and say, hey, man, you don't see that cushion?
Yeah. Like the boss, I said, I want the window seat,
bro.
Man, come on, man.
Stick out the window. I appreciate that.
Exit room.
This is Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 9. And I will bring, verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemashai power, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
You see, so 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, bro. You know, the Lord already got a set number, all right. Or like it says in the what's that? I think it's the book of Isaiah. It said, "Number them to the slaughter." Number them to the slaughter. You know, so the Lord got a portion that He's just gonna slaughter, man. You know, lead them right to the slaughterhouse, man. Like I say, the time was Jacob's trouble, a time like never before. You know, Jeremiah the 15th chapter, from death to death, such as from sword to sword, such as from famine to famine. You know, That's what the Lord is going to bring upon Jake, man. A fucking complete onslaught.
That's right.
Right? It says, "O Assyrian, whose rod is my anger," you know. So he gonna give Jake a fucking beat down, man. You know, he gonna give Jake a straight up fucking beat down, bro. Go ahead, man.
Just like it talks about the plagues, the bloodshed, the teeth of wild beasts. That was created for the wicked, man. You know, they ain't created for the righteous, the ones that are trying to do right, man.
I got precept after this.
Go ahead, man.
It's verse 9. It says, "And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silk is refined, and will try them as gold is tried."
Right. See, that's the elect. That's the 1/3.
That's right.
Right. That 2/3, man, they ain't gonna make it, man.
Right.
They gonna receive all those plagues. All right, what's written in the book, man. You know. Go ahead. That was it today. That was it. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children."
Amos 9:8. Yeah.
This book of Amos, chapter 9.
And you could have got that Isaiah, number them to the slaughter. You know. Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 8. It said, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy it."
Another thing, right? The Lord got so mad at Jake. He told Moses, "Hey, move out the way, man. I'm going to destroy them all, and I'm going to make a nation out of you, man." That's how mad, because Jake, look, the Lord led him out of Egypt, gave him they seen Moses go up there, receive the law, statutes, and commandments, and they started worshiping a fucking idol, man. So the Lord's he was about to completely whack Jake out, man, and just make a nation out of Moses, man. But go ahead, man.
It says, "And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob."
Yep.
The Lord Yahweh.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says, "For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword."
You see, there you have it. All these people that love sin, right? Like what's that? The dude Boosie, right? He flipped off the Most High.
Yep.
Right? They said, he said, what kind of God tell you can't eat pork? And he flipped off the Most High, bro. Yeah, what a demon. Now look at him. Now he's struggling with his health. Because the law is beneficial, man. All right, the law, if you're an Israelite, the law affects you, man. So if you eating unclean or you doing certain things in your life, the Lord is going to fuck you up, man. The Lord's going to destroy you.
Like a week later, he was away from home doing a concert. He was on Instagram begging people, saying, "I forgot my insulin and I feel like I'm finna die."
Yeah.
So the Lord dealt with his ass immediately.
Oh, look. That was the first time. But the Lord have mercy on them still and had a lady get a nigga some insulin.
Yep. That's why he's in that wheelchair and there.
See, so that tell you, see? But Jake won't turn back. So that show you the mercy of the Lord, bro. This a 2/3 ass nigga. The Lord allowed this nigga to get some insulin. Come on, bro. But go ahead.
It said, "All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, but say that evil shall not overtake nor prevent us."
This is the book of Isaiah.
All you people that don't believe, man. All right, people that don't believe gonna die by the sword, man. All right.
Hey, and also it say the evil will not overtake nor prevent us. That means that it ain't gonna stop us.
Yeah.
Even though it's here, even though it's happening now, people still gonna do what they want to do.
Yep.
Right.
What is this? The scripture says those great plagues called they peace. Motherfuckers, as long as they can find their happiness, right? Their instant gratification, they don't give a damn about the surroundings going on. That's why
The sitting frog.
the sit. Oh, perfect. The motherfucker, about time his body can't regulate the temperature, right? He realized it's too late. That's like these niggas. About time the MOTB get implemented, right? Or about no. Second Ezra says what? They that consent shall be had in derision.
Yep.
So you consenting like they did with the C-19.
Yep.
Control movement.
Yep.
You ain't going to the bars. You ain't going out to the arcade. You ain't having fun.
Yep.
Right? So now when the MOTP come, you can have fun again. Then your ass getting sick, you getting a cancerous sore, and then they still tightening up the rein. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You said if we agree, we can party and bullshit.
Yeah.
No, nigga.
Your ass is slave.
Your ass is grass.
Yep.
Your ass is slave.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
I got something real quick. The GNT again, right?
I like that.
It says 2nd Ezra 16 and 19. Famine, epidemics, troubles, and suffering are sent to punish and correct people. But in spite all of this, they will not turn away from their sins. They will soon forget their punishment.
Right. And that's kind of similar to that. Even being locked down to see when now you think, okay, that's the time I gotta get serious, you know. They were serious for the moment. You got your cousin shit like, okay, what you saying about
Yep.
Now look, back to the bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah. That's how Jake roll, man. Like I said, in the affliction shall they seek me early.
Yeah.
But then everything started dying down, and everything went quote unquote back to normal, right? We can go back and turn up.
You know, people still haven't recovered from that shit, bro.
Yeah, people still hurting from that shit, bro.
Niggas still wearing masks like that, man.
Well, you can't. They car by themselves.
Things are still progressively getting bad, especially with Trump being in office.
Not a world of forgiveness.
Because look, and even if the economy do turn back, there's only a certain amount of people that's going to benefit because so much damage have already been done. A lot of people that you're going to be fucked up anyway.
Exactly. Especially with that micro crash that
Yeah.
happened, man. A lot of people lost everything. They were betting against a certain way. They said, man, it's the worst loss I've taken in my life.
I was looking at Amazon today, like, come on,
six
that
two
nigga,
funky ass.
every time that nigga say some shit, man, damn, like, shit, nigga.
Yeah, I met a dude. Dude I work with. You know, he retired but working more now. And that's another thing. It's so bad that the retirees have to come out of retirement, bro.
Yeah.
All right, this dude had a full pension coming from a job, bro. Started a new job, bro. Damn, you already worked 60 years.
Right.
I like the wolf.
Yeah. I seen this.
I like the wolf.
This old 8-year-old lady, hunchback, delivering DoorDash. I said, see,
Oh man,
welcome to America, man.
Yeah,
That's so
because,
unsafe.
hey, people are losing $30,000 a day. So I lost $30,000 there in the stock market. I said, take your money out, bro.
I was in that 401k.
Yeah, right. They gonna be like,
30,000, 40,000 in one day. That's a hurt. It's like this pension.
man, that 401k or pension. One of those.
Oh, that nigga Trump said, right?
I
Those
know.
student loans, right? He said, look, he gonna go on your 401k, your pension, and something else, man. So to get that money.
Because they said, I was seeing it too. They said over 5 million people have defaulted student loans, and they coming for them.
Yeah.
Garnishments, the whole nine. Yeah.
You know, Biden then was trying to forgive and all that. No, man, he ain't getting that, man.
It was on pause for like 5 years. Now it's back to it.
Yeah, you should take your pension, boy. Yeah, pay that money back.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, something. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Trump is like, welcome to the goddamn Terror Dome, bro. This ain't the Terror Dome. This ain't no funeral home. What that nigga say? Welcome to hell. That's what Trump like, man. He turned it up, bro. Shit.
Get down and lay down.
He is, bro. He say people. The news lady said people are hurting up there. He said, tell them to hold on and went golfing.
Like, bro, you don't know what this dude gonna do.
Hold on tight.
This dude is unpredictable, bro. But you know it's something new every day. You like, damn.
Yeah, it's a TV show, man.
Go ahead, man.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17, and it reads, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua."
Why it says we're going to begin with us? Because the law, statute, commandments were given only unto us, man. All right, so the judgment must begin with us, man. All right, the Lord has to judge who He gave it to, man. All right, the rest of these heathen, what it says, the heathen worship in vain. The rest of the people are worshiping Yahweh Shem Shai in vain, man. If you're not Israelite, all right, you wasting your time, man. Go ahead.
Which, like you say, the judgment is written for them too. You know.
Okay.
What's that? Them that would devour you shall what be devoured. So yeah, it's judgments in there written for these heathens too. You know, but guess what? They're Israel just gonna get it first. You know.
Yeah, huh?
But really, everybody is getting it right now. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
The suicide rate up. You know. The fuck these people. The fucking depressed. You know, you read. I'm reading these different articles about what's that? What's the name of the Generation X?
Oh,
Not working, depressed, and all kind of crazy shit, man.
Entitled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they don't have. This the first generation where people under 40 don't got a hope for the future.
Yeah.
They got. I was reading something about that. These people ain't got no hope, man.
True.
Oh, even over there in China, right? They got something going on in China where the men are refusing to leave the house and work and become productive men. They basically saying we gonna stay at home and get paid to do household chores. So the whole world is fucking depressed and oppressed, right?
Man, that's another thing too. See, a nigga like that gonna get put to death, man. Simple as that. All that fun and games until you run your ass up a pole. And another thing too, you see Trump pushing the birth rates because all the birth rates around the world are down.
But who he talking about though?
Yeah. He ain't talking about us.
Yeah.
Jake is getting it in.
Yeah.
Jake's still in the positive.
Right, but then it says if his children are multiplied, right? So if they do have babies, what? They're for what? The sword, right? If his children are multiplied, his children are multiplied for the sword, man. You know.
Yeah, that's why there's this book out called The Birth Dearth, where it talked about that their birth rates are declining.
Yeah.
Essentially, so they're trying to put plans in place. And even though that Roe versus Wade was overturned, you could still call and donate specifically to the aborting of a Jake child.
Well, they were saying that they were saying.
So like, say it again.
You can call a Planned Parenthood and specifically donate to the abortion of an Israelite child.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because a few years back they were saying how they finna become the minority in like the next 2 years.
Man, then you ain't gonna
They
stop.
already the minority.
You ain't gonna stop Jake from fucking.
You got to remember, a lot of those foreigners that come over here, like the Ethiopians, they register as this Caucasian or white.
And Jake just ain't fucking, right? Jake knocking up they women. Right? See, these either white women that they husband sperm too weak, right? Got that weak ass sperm, right? They leave their husband, get with a Jake, and Jake fucking knock him up with all kind of babies, man.
That's true.
You know, it was prophecy, right? One shall be stronger than the other. You know, and we're stronger in fucking every way. You know.
I seen like a TikTok was like this Filipino woman. She was like, "Yeah, they got the good milk." You know, talking about, you know,
Oh,
Jake
Filipino,
Senior,
they love Jake, yeah.
They got the good milk because guess what? Yeah, you gonna get some babies out of it.
Yeah, somebody want to get Isaiah 24? Brother just posted that Isaiah 24.
I think I'm holding that.
And y'all get, you know, what other scriptures y'all got or whatever. You know, since we getting on that topic, you know, of these
I'm over
people
there
being
already.
through.
Where you at?
Hold on, why these shit keep trying to block brothers and shit, man? This shit is being satanic. Go ahead, man.
Hey, where at from 24? The top?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
All right. Isaiah 24:1. Behold, Yahweh Shem Yahushua maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof.
Yeah, that's when he bring his destruction. All right, go ahead.
It says, and it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord hath spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away.
Yeah, see, the earth mourneth, and what fadeth away, man. All right.
The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Right. And when you go into that word language, it basically means to not be in its full strength, to be weak, or to droop.
Oh, this is Elder Barack.
From Chicago, Shalom.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, go ahead, bring it
And
on.
this is the word language in the Edom online. To fail in strength, exhibit signs of approaching death.
Damn.
Damn.
Weak or faint.
Yeah.
There you have it.
It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance.
Because you know what? People would be way much happier if the law was actually in place.
Yeah.
You know? But it say when the wicked ruleth, the what? People mourn.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
People rejoice.
Yeah, but with this devil ruling, people ain't having a good time right now, bro. And he's going full draconian right now on these people, man. He ain't playing with these people, bro.
Snatching up people deporting.
Yeah, deporting them. You a citizen?
Yep.
Oh, well, it looks like you don't belong here.
By the way,
Tuesday I woke up, I can't cancel 1,000 kids' visas in college. In college. Take your ass home. Cancel their visas, bro. So you get them out of here. Go ahead.
It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Yeah, that's what this so-called place is all about, man. All right, they say that it's the scripture out of the law of the Lamb, but they're liars. All right, everything they do is totally contrary to the scriptures. All right, and change the ordinance of thereof. They want to come out with the same sex, man. All type of different things, man.
that mess.
Yeah. That thing that used to be deemed a mental disease. All right. Then now they want to just make it like it's normal. No, man. All right. That's not the ordinance of Yahweh Shema Shai.
You're weird, bro. You're weird.
Want me to keep reading?
No, that was it. That was probably pretty much it to it. But anybody was holding something? I got a precept.
We'll make it back.
GNT, Proverbs 28. It says, "Poor people are helpless against a wicked ruler, and he is as dangerous as a growling or prowling bear. A ruler without good sense will be a cruel tyrant."
And notice the Lord said. Notice it said a bear.
Yeah.
A bear is more vicious than a lion, man.
A bear eats you while you alive. They don't kill you, man.
Yep.
It says, and one who hates dishonesty will rule a long time. But that's it to that, though.
Yep. Oh, and, we keep the apostles and the elders. They keep bringing out that Isaiah 19, that cruel Lord, man. And when you go into Draconian, right, the root of it, Draco going to dragon. That word dragon goes into cruel. Your mother is just cruel, man. It's what is that? Amos 1:11, right? It's for 3 transgressions. Can you grab that real quick? Yep. Because that word, it goes into it says, "Thou didst show him no mercy." Go ahead, you got it.
Yep, this is Amos 1:11. Thus said Yahweh Shema Shai, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity.
Yeah, that word pity, racham in the Hebrew, right? And it means compassion, right? It means compassion. So he has no compassion. I speak about Nurah Mirman all the time, which Esau science. He goes into it when they see Jake in distress and in straits. It doesn't register in their brain.
Yeah.
It's the same activity as if they was watching a blank screen on TV.
Yeah, I was going to say in that book, Without Sanctuary, they show Jake hanging, mutilated. They sitting there smiling just like
they're just
regular old thing.
blank face.
Well, you know what? Now that you say it, not only do they show a blank screen, that's a cover up. Them motherfuckers like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right.
See, that's because the documentary I was watching, that's what they said. But Esau, they always they trying to like smooth it over. No, they like that. Because what Ezekiel 35 says, "See if thou hatest not blood, blood shall pursue thee." They like that shit, bro.
Yeah, because they did a study on Esau's brain compared to Jake's brain, and he can't produce the chemical for empathy. He can't produce. It's like it blocks in his brain to feel empathy, bro.
When it goes back to the garden,
It's
not the garden, but with Cain and Abel, it says no, is it the what was it the serpent? He said, "I will put enmity between thy seed and the serpent." It's that enmity. It's that enmity, man.
Which is hatred. When you
Yeah.
go
What is it? You go into it.
you go into the dictionary, you get an old dictionary, you look up the word enmity.
Yeah.
It means a deeply rooted hatred.
Yeah.
You know? Which I actually got that dictionary in my trunk right now. I should have brought it out.
Yeah.
You know?
So if it's deep rooted, that's his essence.
You know,
That's in his spirit.
you had them old dictionaries,
Oh, yeah,
man.
yeah.
And another thing with them old dictionaries, they show you the Greek and the Hebrew and all that stuff, man. Give you those real words, man. You know.
That's to your point. That's how we know that this is a bastardized language.
Oh yeah.
You know, if it shows you a prefix, a root word, and a suffix, they all have different origins. They just match that.
They
shit
mash it together.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking at something recently too. They said it's basically Hebrew backwards.
Yeah.
English is Hebrew backwards.
Damn.
Yep. And so I was looking some shit up recently. It said English is just Hebrew backwards, bro.
You know, if I may, we was going into how Esau likes doing the shit they do to Jacob. You know, we did a video months back for that violence against our brother Jacob, where they was pretty much making game out of killing Jake, man.
Yep.
They had the Negro hunt license.
Unlicensed.
man.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the shit that they was, you know, you have to have a license to fish. They had a license to kill Negroes, man.
Yeah.
So they was making sport out of it, man.
Well, you had gator bait.
Yep.
You remember as a kid, any, mini, mighty, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. Originally, it was catch a nigga by its toe.
Picnic.
They got picnics, pickaninnies.
Research. She was talking about their brain, their pineal glands are calcified. Yeah.
Well, it's certain. Well, melanin, $400, $500 a gram for a reason. You got different types of melanin.
Melanin is everything.
Melanin, yep.
In plants,
In plants,
you know.
yep.
They say the chlorophyll is really melanin.
It's plant melanin.
Yeah,
Yep.
plant melanin. You know, so melanin is in everything, man.
Yep.
You know.
Sure is. See, it's more than when the Lord stripped him of that, bro. That shit is key. As far as like how the earth set up and how everything operates together, that is more than just pigmentation. That shit is in your brain and everything. As you matter of fact, your cell nucleus is encapsulated with melanin.
See.
That's why they was eating us, thinking they can get it. That way.
Yeah, well, they got that
Yeah.
from the Egyptians.
Or what the slave owners used to do, right? They have a Jake boy sitting under his feet, hoping that the Jake heal him, you know.
Yep.
So he'd be sitting right there, just saying a rocking, right, earth and basically earthing on the Jake, grounded on the Jake.
Yep.
You know.
Oh, they had they used our hair for like for pillows and shoes and furniture and
Yep.
stuff.
But you know the book, the Delectable Negro,
Delectable Negro.
you know, where they was actually straight up eating Jake, man. You know. So you talking about the wicked? This dude's really the wicked. He just don't oppress you. He'll eat you.
Yeah.
Well, the precept.
Finish this.
Then you finish that, then Shock, you have one too.
God, so it says, because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast off all pity.
He have no pity. He have no pity. Anything goes like they going into, bro. He can cut your rod off and send it around the town, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's for sport, man. You know, have Jake hanging up and take pictures and greeting cards, bro. Send them around. They got a whole leather chair, Jake.
Yeah.
It's Jake, nothing but Jake's skin.
Yeah.
A chair, coats.
Yeah.
You see eyelids in some of them purses and bags.
Yeah.
Well, that's what your grandmother's coin purse originally was made out of Jake's nutsack.
Yeah.
That's where that come from. That coin purse, that was Jake's testicles originally, man.
Crazy shit.
And that's why the sun's against their ass.
We can't forget that.
We can't forget that part.
Yeah.
We get vitamins from the sun and nutrients.
Cause he's not supposed to be here.
Oh, that's why you got to read that Sirach 12, man. Right?
Yeah.
Never trust, because you know what? Us bringing this up, you know, like it fucking reminds you what you really dealing with. What kind of individual you're really dealing with, bro. You're dealing with the wicked. Give me Job 9:24 real quick. Let's bring out that classic. You know, that you're dealing with the wicked, bro. See, when we call them the wicked, bro, we ain't just saying that. This dude is really the wicked, right? What did it say? One vessel to honor and one vessel to dishonor, right? So that's a dishonorable vessel, you know? Because look at the shit that he does, man. A person with any kind of sense or, you know, any kind of coots about himself, you know, you wouldn't do that, bro. You got to be a spiritless, demonic entity, man. You know? But go ahead, man.
This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
See, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So that's why you see a wicked vibration on the earth, right? That's why you see it, homosexuality being pushed, being pushed into the mainstream media.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you see these YNs going crazy. You know, they ain't just because well, who invented that culture? Who invented the nigga culture? You know, who invented that shit? You know?
Because Esau could go and block all that shit off the internet like they
right. Oh, porn, right?
Yeah.
So what about porn, right? You can just go on the internet and go watch people have sex. You got the OnlyFans and all that shit, man. And you got free porn. You ain't gotta pay for it. The OnlyFans you gotta pay for it. So you can go watch. You know what I'm saying? People do all kind of ungodly shit. Women getting trains run on them. You know. Like, look, we watch a lot of, you know, TV shit with violence and shit like that. Ain't really supposed to be a regular thing.
Right.
You can play video games, or you can just kill people. What's in that San Andreas? Shit? But you got motherfuckers you can put in the cold. You can shoot down a helicopter or get a fucking rocket launcher.
Buy a prostitute.
Yeah, buy all kind of crazy shit, bro. Yeah.
Right.
You had a whole generation of fucking middle schoolers playing that.
Yeah, so bro, but that's why you got the YNs. They living in San Andreas. They think this is San Andreas, bro.
Even the music. Even the music, because
do you got the drill music?
yeah, bro.
Bro, that's a recipe of death. You got the drill music, the San Andreas. You got the weed that's really not weed anymore. You got the liquor that's really not liquor, right? And then your mama done raised you. You eating hot Cheetos, with cheese, right? You don't got no daddy. Man, you fucked up out here, bro. I mean, you straight up crashing out.
But what you were saying though, and Esau was doing it because I was watching a documentary and Public Enemy and all those dudes who in the 80s were talking about fight the power. They're trying to do that movement. He said Esau blocked them and cut them
Hey, look,
off,
the brother Lacker is true. Like, these motherfuckers ain't living this San Andreas, man. Hey, you run up the street like, and you pull out a gun and go, do. Yeah, man.
Stealing cars. Police and traffic.
We was with a couple dudes that carry guns. All these niggas got
I played this shit growing up. I was a teenager, man. The first one that came out.
Vice City.
Man, you do some crazy shit, go shoot up, then you can put in the code and get the helicopter and shit off you after you done caused chaos.
Or get a paint job in the car.
Yeah, man.
Stars and shit.
I mean, bro, this shit is crazy.
And you imagine you got a generation playing those type of games for hours on end for years, and they just keep coming out upgraded, more and more real, more and more realistic.
But think about it, we didn't know we was more
outside,
but we knew how to separate reality from fiction. You know, they don't.
Well, our parents were a little bit stronger too.
And plus they're they the internet age too,
Right.
So they mainly on the computer. Then they go outside. They be like, "Look, I'm in San Andreas." That's why you saw these little motherfuckers around downtown doing crazy in packs and doing crazy shit. And you gotta watch them, Claim. Go ahead.
take them on. I got some real quick. Psalm 64:6. They search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. See, this shit ain't happened by accident.
Sorry, bro.
Hey, you know they had lawsuits against these video game makers, man.
Yeah.
Over there in Canada, over there in Canada, they I think they sued. Who was that? What's the main one they play now? That they shoot them up, but it
Call of Duty.
not that one, the other one.
Grand Theft Auto.
No. It's like
Modern Warfare?
it's like Goofy.
Oh, you talking about Fortnite?
Yeah, Fortnite. See, everything you do is calculated. Even the way you grocery shop. Esau, you come in, they got the produce right here, all the essentials in the back. It's designed. All your milk, eggs, and bread is all in the back. It's designed like that.
Yeah.
So your ass can have to. So you got to go past a lot of shit.
Ooh, peace out.
To be marketed to and advertised to. So what you think they doing with these video games? They've been studying how this shit affect the brain for decades. When we was younger, it was hand-eye coordination, cognition, reflexes. You know, because the Sonic and Mario, that's what you had.
Oh, like the one video, right? The mother took the boy's phone. He just crashed out. He tore up the whole house.
Yeah.
He tore damn near like the counter off. He flipped the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Like the house looked like a fucking complete tornado went through it, bro. Like a football team just ran through there and just flipped over everything. It was one child, man.
I remember 3 years ago, that cop in Indianapolis, he took his son's Xbox. He pulled a daddy gun and smoked him. He popped his daddy, who was the police, because he took his video game. The daddy was asleep. He shot him in the head, bro.
Mother got killed because he didn't get the right controllers and a bunch of shit. Like there's a bunch of countless
I
stories.
seen Esau Wild Out for myself, bro. Mom, did I tell you to give me that game? She said, bro, come back and get it tomorrow. Bow! I want it today, dummy. I was in the store watching this, bro.
That sounds funny. I want it today, dummy.
Hey, bro, this is real life, bro. Hey, these dudes are wilding out, man. But it ain't just Esau no more. Our children have been integrated, like he said, by these games, man. Not Jake talking crazy. I couldn't raise my voice in my mama's house, man. You know what I mean? Not Jake.
See, but that's part of the image of the beast too.
Yeah.
You know, the technology.
Right.
You know,
Right.
being Esau integrating you with fucking technology. You know.
Yeah.
But really, the mark of the beast, you know?
Yeah.
Because hell, once they put that chip in you, right? Because they got the things you can put on your face.
The Oculus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You better believe somehow, some way, they're going to tie that shit in with the chip. You know?
Yeah.
Or the bring chip, so you had a bring chip with the thing on. So you probably be somewhere fucking on that thing for a week.
Yeah.
Living in fucking
Metaverse.
Yeah, the metaverse, bro. Shitting and pissing on yourself.
Yeah.
Sitting right there.
No, this
Through,
real
man.
shit.
You seen that in
Gamer.
that movie Ready Player One?
Ready for yesterday.
Everybody's in shacks and shit all towered up and shit.
Yeah.
Everybody just-
Oh, yeah. See?
In that movie, it shows you they got like this invention to where you can like it's like a moving platform where they walk around and stuff like that.
They got that.
Yeah,
They got that.
that's like y'all. They got that now. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. See, they like I say, Esau puts them in the movies, especially like I said that they show Black Mirror. There's countless.
Oh my! Please watch that, everybody. That Black Mirror's.
Yeah.
That the new season. Every episode is just Esau is just boasting about what he want to do. Every episode fire. It ain't like the last season before.
Right.
But you watch that new season of Black Mirrors, bro. Like with that technology, like the elders brought out how they want to see. That's how they gonna do it. When you get that, when you read Revelation 13, it said he caused it all. That word "cause," you know, it goes into fashion. So that's what Esau. That's what he do. Remember, they say you never waste a good crisis, right? So they gotta keep the stage. You gotta keep the world in fear, right? So that way, when you come with it, people be more acceptable. See, now it's kind of cool. You seeing it's presented cool. You seeing the dude can see, right? He was blind. Dude can hear, was deaf. Or they'll show him. Look. They had one. They showed dude controlling a goddamn mouse or something.
Yeah, I seen that. Yep.
You say
Oh
something?
yeah. With the mouth with his brain.
Yeah.
And then I seen another one too that's tying into that shit. I forgot the dude's name. He's another test subject that they're working with.
Yeah.
Where they got that robot hand and he's like, I can feel it. Like you see his hand, it's actually with the chips in his brain.
Yup.
He can actually feel it with the hand, the robot hand, and doing shit.
Yeah, that connection.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he can't. You know, he'll end up crushing something, but you know, they practice. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
practice.
yeah.
It's
Yep.
almost like learning to walk again still.
Yup.
With the new limbs and shit.
I mean, hey, just look at this dude. He just said, they about to say by the end of the year, they gonna have a legion of robots, bro.
Oh yeah.
Legion.
Oh, they already got them, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They already built it.
That's what Age of Ultron was all about.
Oh, I get it.
I got some. It says, 2 Thessalonians 2:8. It says, matter of fact, I gotta start from 7. For the mystery of iniquity does already work. Only he who letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which is what's actually taking place right here. Because we fuck revealing all the things that this devil is doing, man, with the video games, you know, and the food, and oh, matter of fact, man, I just I shared it in a group, man. Right, the Indianapolis have one of the poorest air qualities.
Oh,
You know, but you better believe that's done on purpose. Yeah. In all these major cities, man, that's why everybody is sick, man. So this devil is being fucking revealed. He's also revealing himself.
That's why sometimes you can taste like metal in the air.
Yeah.
Especially at night.
It says, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is out the working of Satan, right? And, with all power, signs, and lying wonders, and that's what you're seeing. These are the signs and the lying wonders, man. You know, a video game, that's a wonder. But you can get on there, right? Or you can make something. Or hey, some of them Call of Duties, he got Russia destroying America.
Yeah.
You know, all that predictive programming, you know, and all that shit, man. These are wonders, man. Because look, this technology, this wasn't the ancient world, a goddamn video game. And then it's addictive on top of that.
Yep. Oh, that's what they were suing Fortnite for. They were to making it addictive.
Yep.
Yep.
It says, lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. Saying it's all deceivableness, man. That's why you got motherfuckers thinking they a Fortnite player, man. You know? or goddamn, what was the other game? San Andreas, man. You know?
What was his name?
CJ.
CJ.
Yeah,
Yep.
Frank.
Coon Japes.
Frank.
Yeah, that's why the scripture speaks about the wiles of the devil. When you go into the word wiles, it means trickery. Because you will buy a game, but think like, oh man, it's cool on your free time and such and such. But then you realize, like, wait a minute, man, they indoctrinating you on the goddamn game too.
Yep. Early.
You know?
Yep.
It's sometimes to the point, like say you playing the game, motherfuckers get mad, smash their TV screen.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, raging out. Yeah,
Tweaking.
tweaking. Yeah.
Tweaking.
Yeah.
Oh, they ain't gonna do it. They ain't compared to the shit talking that's going on.
Oh yeah, shit.
Nigger on, you know, all on the game, bro. Racial slurs everywhere on the game.
Little Johnny then off himself because he was getting bullied on fucking the video game.
Yeah.
That happens, man. Pretty soon. Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs 12 and verse 11, it says, he that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread, but he that followeth vain persons is void of understanding.
There you go. So so you following somebody that's vain. Oh, like you said, so is the king, so is the people. You know, so you fucking become like them. You become a fucking roadblock. Right? Because these people they don't believe that the Most High exists, bro. You know.
And listen, growing up, I ain't never wanted to watch a motherfucker play. Now you watch these kids, they sitting there watching YouTube videos of another motherfucker playing the game.
No, give me the sticks.
Yeah. You sitting there, your older cousins and shit. You sitting there waiting like, man, damn, when is my turn?
Right.
But no, now these little kids, they going in watching Minecraft for fucking hours. You know, nobody, and that's just regular. That's just normal. Like,
They playing zombies to level 230.
Hey, Chad, send me $10 more.
yeah, I remember
10 hours. That's like 10 hours worth of gameplay.
Bro, when you was younger, it was certain shit you weren't allowed to watch. You got 6, 7, 8-year-olds watching scary zombie movie, all type of weird shit. See, he saw desensitizing everything.
And you didn't even look. You didn't want to watch that shit either.
Yeah.
Like, no, I ain't watching that.
Yeah, she was
I remember I was just telling my brother,
Yeah.
I said, you gotta watch your kids when them tablets in their room in the corner. Well, you gotta go see what the fuck they watching, bro. Yeah. Because even like you said, even the cartoons are desensitized.
Oh, yeah.
Even little Peter, even little Peter. That this is a 4 dead family, 2 men and 2 boys. This is the cartoon. That's out, bro.
Yeah.
Where the 2 dads is with each other, and they got 2 adopted kids, man.
Yep.
So we gotta watch this shit. I seen SpongeBob sell his soul. No, the Krabby Patty dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs sold his soul for the perfect recipe, bro.
Yeah, they said he killed his family. That
He
the
did what
recipe
Satan everything. No, look, bro.
It's some
But this shit is wicked, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is wicked. These your kids not supposed to see shit like that at a young age. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta understand that children, they easily impression.
Yeah.
So they start to grow accustomed and like get desensitized to them things. And they grow up thinking it's normal, man. That's why a lot of these men now, all right, they weirdos, man, and their children are weirdos too, man. Because they grew up with the bullshit and they became desensitized to it, man.
That's what I'm saying. You go back to that book, Without Sanctuary. That's how the kids can sit there with their parents and watch Jack mutilate them. You know, they were desensitized to it. That's knowledge. Getting body parts and souvenirs.
I got a precept real quick. I got 2. First one, Judith 16:5. He bragged that he would burn up my borders and kill my young men with the sword and dash the sucking children against the ground and make mine infants as a prey and my virgins as a spoil, because that's what everybody is preyed upon, man. What is this? What they call it? Subliminal imaging, subliminal messaging, and all of that shit. You constantly being bombarded with that shit. Physically, let's not deal with the fucking health field. Before you even, first of all, you born into a whole bunch of fucking lights. And then you ain't even a few hours and they already asking
Niggas smack you on your ass.
Yeah, you get smacked on the ass. A couple hours later, the mother is woozy. They got papers in front of her face to sign to stick them. But here go one more, Isaiah 49:25. But thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. For I will contend with him that contended with thee, and I will save thy children. So look, the hopeful elect gonna escape all that shit that Esau got planned, man. Because this nigga got a lot of shit. And it'd be like the Lord will just alert you sometimes. You'd be like, you don't even know why you ain't interested. You're like, I ain't doing that shit. Then some information come out later. Oh yeah, this was fucking this up, and this was fucking that up.
Yeah.
And everybody who we get, them niggas slated to be got. You got it, bro.
Yo, well, what's that? The Lord showed sending what a strong delusion.
Oh yep, see, that
you know, and that delusion can be anything. You know, that delusion can be you not understanding reality. You know, because a lot of these people bro, you hear how these people talk. You be like, yo, bro, what the fucking world is you living in, bro? Like, what's wrong with you? They be talking crazy as hell. You're like, no, what the fuck's wrong with these dudes? Anyways, go ahead, man.
But real quick, I'm sorry, Shakir, because you said delusion and reality. Delusion is as a form of mental derangement. This is on the Edom Online. False impression or belief of a fixed nature.
See?
It says, technically, delusion is a belief that, though false, has been surrendered to and accepted by the whole mind as a truth.
See? There you have it.
Yep. You got it, bro. So that's basically what the elder said. The delusion is basically a false deception of reality.
Yeah.
And Esau helps build upon it. He helps forward that. You got a shot.
Oh, what it says right here, right? In the Strong's, right from the Greek, man. Look like that's where the word plan come from. Planet. Right? It says mental straying. So you mentally stray away.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
Error, wrong opinion relative to morals or religion. Error which shows itself in action. Wrong mode of acting. Error that leads is error that which leads into error, deceit or fraud.
Yeah. And just like the scripture says, they only consult to cast him down from his excellency. Because when you go into that word degenerate in the Edom, it means to not behave as one's ancestors.
Yeah. Now when you go to the Strong's definition, it says objectively fraudulence. See? Fraud. So everything is a thing of fraud.
His mouth is full of cursing.
Yeah.
Fraud.
Oh, perfect, right?
Yep. Psalms 10. Yep.
It's like, what'd you say?
No, it's to stray away from what your ancestors did.
Yeah, degenerate.
You become a degenerate mind.
Oh, yep. Yeah, D mean not generate gene. You're not like your gene. You're not like your ancestor. You're not like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
No, I'm gonna get that. Psalms 10:7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, and under his tongue is mischief and vanity. So the things that he push out there to you, that's why I say what his tongue walketh throughout the earth. But guess what? He don't even gotta really walk through the earth. He can just put this shit on the TV or a video game, right?
Yep.
And he how you believe in that shit.
Yep.
But go ahead, brother. You go ahead, man.
That witchcraft.
Yeah, right, which is witchcraft.
This is Psalms 119 and 126. It is time for thee, Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law.
Hey, so go ahead.
He like a little bow.
Hey, through through the explaining, these brothers is doing, the enchantments that Esau, Edom, so-called white man does, all right, to make our people degenerates, all right. Hey, we need Yahweh Shem Shah to come in for us, because hey, they're forwarding more and more plans, all right. Trump just signed the executive order, basically AI got to be in schools and shit, so they're forwarding their agenda with, the new technology and shit, all right? They're not going to allow, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans really experience, what Yahweh Shem Shah, got here for us to experience, which is, this world. Really this world is supposed to be a paradise for us, But of course, we're in slavery right now. We're under this white man, and we see. I was just thinking about this earlier. The Lord, He's cold. Like this white man that we under, He made him. What's it called?
He's a tool for the Lord.
Tool for the Lord.
You said it, cold, man. He's like the perfect supervillain,
Yeah, the water.
When you watch the cartoons, right, you always got the supervillain, you always conjuring up some shit.
Yeah.
But thinking about in the cartoons, he failed.
Yeah.
This nigga, he don't be failing.
Right.
He be getting to play out some of this shit, man.
The pig, what we gonna do today, pig?
Yeah.
Do every day.
Take over the world.
Right.
But he actually
do it. Yeah.
But it goes back to the Psalm 17, 13, and 14. It says, "Whose portion is this light?" This is his portion. This is his. Because then you got the movies. The bad guy always be on top for it. He got a little period.
Yeah.
So this is just his little period to be on top.
I got another one.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 47 and verse 9.
I'm just looking at that. Go ahead.
But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of
Right, and that's what we talking about. His sorceries, his different enchantments, man. All right, because all that stuff that he built in this society, to how you run into it, like we was going into the video games and all that. That shit is really enchantments. It's really witchcraft, bro. That's why you got, hey man, it's people that sit right that play the game. They put a bucket right there, so they can piss and shit in the bucket, so they won't move from the video game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's witchcraft.
I'll be the first to break this record.
Bro, they
Yeah.
got the shit set up. They can just go to the side, drink some Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trifling, bro.
Hey, the game show, I seen a dude playing with his fucking feet.
Yeah,
He was playing with his feet, bro. He done taught us up to play the video game with his feet.
He had no hands.
Yeah, yeah,
And he
yeah.
on your ass. And he could.
Nigga probably was a Jake.
Playing with his feet, huh?
They got the one he played with his chin. And his, none of his limbs work. He's just smoking weed.
Raw as hell.
Blow the holes and control shit, bro. This shit is beyond
They gonna find a way to participate in Esau world.
That's some crazy shit. Go ahead, man.
So you think Yahweh Shem Yahushua intended this world to be like that?
Right.
Hell no. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he wants to bring great destruction upon this white man.
Yeah, man.
You know, this kingdom is about to fall. You know, for all of them. That was it, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. All right, so just when when you go into the word sufficiency, that means you pretty much good, man. All right, so when Esau is pretty much at the peak of his power, man, the Lord is gonna rain it down upon him.
Which is now, man. Because he done already peaked, you know? He like that high school girl that got them titties. You know? Now she done got older, nobody wanted. You ran through, you peaked early, you know?
It said he shall be in straits, man, a position of difficulty. That's why you see Esau crying out now, man. All right, because them curses is being flipped, man, and they starting to feel the things that we was feeling, man. All right,
Why would you help us?
Come.
No.
And they don't got no spirit, so it's you know, Jake got spirit, so Jake was singing and shit, dancing, inventing shit.
He's all like, we're in this together. Listen, nigga, you can't sing these Negro spirituals with me, boy. You don't got no rhythm.
Right, see?
That same energy.
You cannot build with us.
Bro,
And not build with us.
now you see how it feel.
Right. His report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then like what Kanak was going into earlier, man, Esau ain't never dealt with no type of affliction, man.
Yeah.
All right, they've always been in a pretty good position here recently, man, since they've been in rulership.
Yeah.
So when they face some type of affliction, man, they can't handle it, man.
They losing it.
Yeah.
Or they show you their
Blow
movies.
their brains out, man.
You know, look at the internet. They lashing out at everybody. If you're a Republican, you get lashed out at. You're a Democrat, you get lashed out at. What's the dude that got that stabbed the one motherfucker?
Carmelo
Yeah, if you Carmelo Anthony, if you, they lashing at each other about that.
Yeah.
They just losing it.
Yeah.
All kind of verbal assaults. Motherfuckers typing and talking shit. Fuck you, nigga. Oh.
He needs to be in jail.
He needs to. I'm like, well, damn. Well, shit, y'all some hypocrites.
Yeah.
Shit, one nigga get a stabbing,
Right.
and y'all been eating us.
Yeah. Right.
Eating us.
Yeah.
Taking our women. Damn. Hey, y'all did a nice number on us, man. What about the size
Them
of
some
evil?
medicine shoes. Them ain't no real shit.
Right.
So like, go ahead, bro.
Back in Job 20 and 23, it says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. All right, so picture you done cooked up this steak, man. All right, and you've been saving that best piece for last, man. You get ready to eat it, somebody smack it out your hand, man. That's what the Lord is about to do to Esau, man.
That's right, bro.
All right, just when he been, he about to take that last bite, man. The Lord is gonna destroy his ass, man. All right.
Get that scripture that say he intended a wicked device that he cannot perform. Because that's the same thing that happened with the Tower of Babel. They was building, right? And then when the Lord looked and saw, then he came and he scattered them and it confused the languages. He did the same thing happened during the Tower of Babel. And the fullness of their sufficiency when they about to eat, because that's what they was trying to do then. Basically, the Tower of Babel was basically the same thing that Esau trying to do. It's the same concept. You got that scripture?
5 and 12. I mean, that might be one other one.
You can read that too, but that one
They shooting off rockets every week.
you can read that though.
Try to get up there.
That nigga ain't going nowhere. This dusty, weird looking ass, man. Weird ass Edomite, man. Doge.
You can't handle the earth, let alone space.
That dude glitching and walking like he a damn robot, man.
Job, you can read that, but Job 5.
What time y'all close up?
Right now, let's
Oh, go ahead, grab a couple more scriptures.
I'll grab Job 5 and 12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty.
Yeah, because they thought it was going to go on forever. All right, and that's their mindset, as the scripture says. All right, they think it's going to go on forever and ever. Nothing's never going to stop. Too cool for me. Go ahead.
So that their hands could not perform their enterprise.
Yeah, so they're not going to be able to complete their mission, man. The Lord's going to stop it, man. Or like the brother was wanting to. All right, right when they think their mission's going to be completed, the Lord's going to destroy it up out of their hands and stop all of it, man. All right?
Yeah.
And rightfully so, man. All right, because the elect got to get up out of here. Go ahead.
That was it on that. You got it. You want me?
That's what I was hoping.
Oh, that was the same one?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well.
Y'all keep on going.
So,
Somebody.
good. Hey, so Lord willing enough edifying to the body, and with that we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kadosh. The one side apostle helps a great news song they teach real well. Peace, blessings, say to the whole full life, pushing this truth, week in, week out, sincerity, charity, and love. With that we want to say shalom.
Shalom.